This week I'm going to be here. I don't know why. I don't know if I'll put this intro in because it's kind of like yeah. So I started reading this book like a while ago. So I read like that much. I'm like kind of halfway there, nearly halfway there. It's so interesting why men love bitches, and it's not even like something that I'm going to use in my everyday life, like implement in a negative way. It's literally just teaches you a lot about how guys think in not in relationships, but how guys think prior to settling or prior to getting serious. Like kind of like literally identifies what they are like and what the expectations are and how they react to neediness or dependency versus women who don't need men. Like, it's just a very interesting book, and I actually really liked it, and I read it so fast. And when I do read this book, I'm actually reading like I'm like zoned out, because usually sometimes I read some books I'm like half so I can hear my background noise and I'm reading the book, which I feel like isn't digestible in my opinion. But this book, oh my god, so good. I forgot that there's no milk or eggs at the moment, so I'm just gonna be making wontons. I used to absolutely hate orange juice. Start my assignment that I was meant to start like a while ago. Not a while ago actually. I said to do it and then we got to it. So how about 4? I've been like really lazy, which is not good, and I think it's because the routine of getting back into uni, and it's really hot, and I'm not complaining, like I'm not saying like oh my god my life, but it's like I think the routine that I'm not used to, like waking up at this time and then sitting in a room for 2 hours and then taking a break for like 1 hour and then going back to a room for 2 hours straight. I think it's just like tiring, but I did it to myself and I wouldn't have it any other way because it just gives me so much more time. I learned so much about Excel, and that's literally all I remember from last year was Excel, which is really bad. Like that's such a bad thing that I didn't remember anything else. But I think I secretly enjoyed business stats in the morning for like the last 3 days, and I just like did the work because I knew she was gonna do it. I was like, but lesson learned. Now this year I literally like shot straight to a good table, and I have friends in my class in this year. Like I have a friend in every class, which is good. You always want to make sure you have a friend in every class, because if you don't, it makes your life a little bit harder than it should be. Because I remember last year I had no friends in my classes. I had to make friends. I had to sit on random tables, and I made the first mistake of sitting on a table that nobody did any work. And obviously, like, it's not like I rely on other people to do the work, but it's kind of like if you're the only one that does work and nobody else does the work, it kind of discourages you from even like wanting to do the work. I like a table where you can even like spread out the tasks and everyone has their own set skills. I had one class last year, accounting. Everyone was so nice, they were all girls, everyone was lovely. Everyone like brought something to the table, whether it was like high school accounting background or like comprehension, and all that stuff. Like we all like delegated tasks and we all worked together. Whereas another group that I had with another class, they didn't know, like, and they wouldn't try. Like this guy was literally playing like Wordle and he asked me if I knew what it was, and I was like, I knew what it was, but I didn't want to start conversations all day. I knew what it was. And I was like hella stressed in that class because it was like a group activity class and the tutor literally calls you up to answer a question, and then I'm really shy as well, so I was like, yeah. Make sure you have a good class. Because if you don't, no, make sure you have a good table. Don't really worry about the class, because don't worry about the class. It's just the table and the tutor. That's all you need to worry about, because you get like group assignments all the time. But yeah, you literally get put together, and if you don't have a group, you'll get put with random people. So you gotta be quick. You gotta be real quick. Like it's literally like you either got it or you don't got it, and you gotta have it, because if you don't have it, that's like your assignment experience ruined. That's why a lot of people. That's why when I first started uni, I did not like group assignments. I was like, oh my god, like I hate working with other people. It's really boring, and not everyone pulls their weight. And then I found like a good group last time. I was like, oh my god, I love working in groups, because you delegate like this workload. It's like good, you know. But yeah, just like a little bit of advice that you probably didn't ask for, but I'm giving it to you anyways. Like if you're in the first year, if you're literally in your second year like me, and you haven't learned this yet, don't sit with people just because they give off like a cool vibe. You want to sit with like people who are academically vibing, that kind of vibe. And I know it sounds like you're using them, but you're not. Like, because if you work well, you just need to work well with other people who work well. You don't want to be working with people who don't work at all, because it literally like ruins your energy, like just negative energy around you, and you can't get rid of that because you're stuck with them for the whole semester. That's another thing. Okay, wait, give me a second. Okay, so when you sit at a table, you might not have like the audacity or the confidence to not sit with the same people if you've had those icebreakers, or if the tutor whispers a word of like group assignment, right? Because I was one of them. I literally sat at a table and they started talking about group assignments straight away, and I was like, oh my god. And then when people already establish icebreakers and everything, it kind of made me a bit nervous to like go to the table, because I want to be like, why are you sitting at the table with a group, blah blah blah. So I was stuck on the table and nobody talked, nothing. It was like complete awkwardness, and I like hated it, and I literally switched classes. You had 2 weeks. They gave you 2 weeks of they gave you 2 weeks to be able to switch classes, and I switched classes in that subject twice, and my second time was like my last time. No, 3 times actually, because original class, and then the second class, and then the third class. And my third choice was, it fell on the day that I had that class, that the week ended where you couldn't switch it. So I was like, this is arguably a hit or miss. It was a hit. It was a good hit, and I was so thankful that I like sat on a good table. And it was also the tutor, because the tutor I had in my first class, they were very like not hard, I meant like they're very like strong, or like group work encouraging, as in like group activities in the class. And for me personally, I like to just sit there and listen to the lecturer talk. I don't like to engage. Like, I like to engage in discussion, but not in group activities where they make you then present your answer for that class. But I love it now because of the classes that I do take this year. But besides the point, choose a good table. Don't choose a table that looks the coolest. Nobody cares in uni, honestly, if you're sitting at a cool... You know when you're like when you're a kid and you always want to sit with the cool people on the table? Nobody cares now. Don't do it. Sit with people who you know are responsible and actually want to be there. Like, some people just be there because they don't have anything else to do, and because of that, it hinders your experience that you could get. Number 2, make sure that your class times fits in with your schedule well. Like, don't choose a time if your friend is during that time, it doesn't fit with your schedule, because then you're going to end up hating your life after that, when everything was really chaotic and you have all these due dates rolling in and it just doesn't fit your everyday life. Number 3, make sure that you get a good layout of the assignment before, like at least 3 weeks or 4 weeks before it's even due, so you can just briefly outline everything so that in the back of your head you kind of know what you're looking for. So when you sit your classes, your lectures, you watch your videos, you actually kind of tick off subconsciously or like consciously what they're telling you, and then you can look back onto it. Because I found myself like ignoring it in my first year, and I would then go through my assignment and then go through again all my lecture videos, which wasted so much time. So make sure that you just go over what you need to know in the assignment so that you can just take from the lecture and you don't take too much, so you don't have to like overly process a lot of unnecessary information that you don't need to actually learn. So yeah, I'm gonna check on my dim sums now, dumplings, but I'll see you guys later. Back to doing my uni work. They're all done. Now I need to do myself more. Stressed out about like later, and I'm actually really proud of my uni work once it gets done. I just like looking at all the hard work and all the hours that I actually put into making the assignment like report. Well, my laptop's about to die, so put it on charge. Yeah.
Acceptance just the way things are in the industry tie.